guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. I'm just here giving Mr. Cooper a bit of a stroke. His skin's a bit manky. He got wet yesterday. It was a very wet day, which was great because we, needed the rain, but I sort of forgot, as it's been so dry for so long, I forgot that Coop doesn't do very well in the rain. He has a bit of a reaction. I feel like now I can say he's allergic to rain because he just does. It really sets his skin crawling, and I forgot and I left them out. He had a coat on. He had a lightweight on, but it wasn't enough. Anyway, it sort of just made his skin a bit itchy. And yeah, last night I could hear him rubbing on all the walls, and I was like, oh, oops, should have got him in before the rain, but never mind. It is what it is. Oh, we're having a rag day. I'm in a bit of a funk, I'm not gonna lie. Just nothing major. Work being a little bit annoying. And then this afternoon I lunged Sienna because I thought I'll just have a look at her in the canter and see how she's looking. And took her onto my arena, and she decided to go hell for leather on the end of the lunge. I'm not entirely sure why. She obviously just fancied it, but she really churned the arena up. And my arena, I've been moaning about it a lot recently anyway, but it's just not stable, the surface anymore. And even after all the rain we had yesterday, with her big feet and when she's trying to gallop, she just the sand and rubber just doesn't hold, so her foot just goes straight through, and she's nearly at the kind of fabric base layer of the surface, which is not good. Anyway, she trashed the arena, and then I thought I'd just go and lunge on the field. Now my field, I'm on a hill and it's very undulating out there. It's also quite rutty because of Sienna's galloping, and even though we've rolled it, it just never gets it super flat. Anyway, lunged her in a small part, and she just looks so much better out there. Her hocks were moving more. She found cantering so much easier out there, and I was like, oh, I've got to stop taking her in the arena. I just don't think it's doing her any good. Even though, like I say, when I'm riding her, we don't have the same effect. She's not going really deep in the surface, but she just moved so much better. And I thought, I've got to stop going into school. And I know there's loads of people who don't have arenas and so on, but it does make life difficult when you can't school once or twice a week. And trying to, I don't want to school in my field. It's not nice out there. So yeah, it's schooling on the road, isn't it? And it's not easy. Also, I'm limited to where I can hack because of cows. We don't have any good bridle paths around here, so it's not like I can go and have a sneak in a field somewhere or anything like that. And that didn't improve my mood. I was just thinking, great. This is all I need. The vet's saying, do lots of pole work. Make sure you're doing plenty of schooling to try and help strengthen her back and get her using her core strength. And obviously there's things you can do out hacking, but yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest, but I definitely can't keep taking the back out in the arena because it's just, yeah. Seeing the difference in the way she moved, was just really eye-opening, and I thought, okay. Coop, pardon you. So yeah, I felt a bit flat about that because I can't afford to redo the arena surface or even just to do a top up on it. It would be thousands, and I don't have thousands spare. So yeah, I just felt a bit flat about that. Oh, we've got 2 little visitors. Let me show you them. Visitors? Already visitors. I picked them up off the ground because they were being attacked. So I rescued these 2 from my arena. They were under the big oak tree, and they were there from probably about lunchtime. Well, actually, only one of them was there from about lunchtime. But they started being attacked by other birds. And this chap, you won't be able to see, look at the front of his face where he's been attacked. So in the end, I had to go and get them because I just thought, oh, I can't leave them there while I was screeching. I don't know. They're either rooks or crows. They're not my favourite type of birds. But I can't leave them there. I don't know whether they're going to make it. I mean, they can't fly, but obviously they're fledglings, They've got most of their feathers. I don't really know. It's quite honest. I just put them in this box. I'm doing a bit of late night poo picking. It's coming at 9:30. Just found some more ragwort just everywhere. We really keep on top of our field, but the field next door doesn't get maintained, so the ragwort grows very freely out there. And then when it's a windy day and it's flowering, the seeds will fly into our field, and I spend my life picking it up. But yeah, I just remembered as well that I haven't cleared up from dinner yet, so I've got that to do as well. I try and get into bed for 9:30, but it just doesn't happen. I'm looking a little bit red because I really need to take the jump off. Though it's so windy today, it's really warm. Anyway, this car stinks. Look at the haylage I got in the back, piled in there. Oh my God, it absolutely reeks. works. It's strong. I just opened it at a client's to get back in the car. And she's like, whoa, God, that smells. It's so strong. I just made a very quick dash into Waitrose to get strawberries. I mean, I might have got some chocolate as well, but yeah, it's dangerous. This is my closest supermarket. It's dangerous. But yeah, some yummy food acquired, strawberries acquired. And yeah, now to go home and have some lunch because it is nearly 2 o'clock and I'm ravenous. Afternoon, guys. Here was Sienna. Just giving her a quick groom because I didn't get up and ride this morning. I was sort of half planning to get up at 5, but I got woken up at 3 and I was like, there is no hope of me getting up at 5, so changed my alarm to a bit later. And I really do want to get her out ridden today. But the problem is it's now 4:30. It's quite busy on the road, it's quite windy. But I feel like we're going to have to step it up soon and start going out at like normal times where we see a lot more traffic and so on. So I'm just thinking we're just going to have to get on with it really. I'm not feeling particularly fabulous either. I don't know if I picked up a virus. I've felt incredibly tired all week, like unusually drained. And you know, everyone's tired all the time, aren't they? But like, I feel like I could sleep for England. So I'm just like, I just want to kind of get on a ride in case I feel any worse tomorrow. I'm really hoping I don't, because I've got work this weekend. So I'm really hoping I don't feel poorly. But yeah, really sort of kind of run down, a bit like burnt out. But honestly, I haven't had a particularly busy week. So it's definitely not from like too much work or anything like that. I think, as I say, maybe it's a virus or something. But we need to go for a ride and we need to be brave. We need to face the traffic. What do you reckon? I mean, I could take her out at like 6 or 7, but right now I'm not feeling that vibe because I think I might be in bed. So I'm thinking it's just going to have to happen now. We're just going to have to say hello to all those people coming home from work while we're out hacking, eh? And she definitely needs to go for a ride because she is looking, look at that stomach behind me. She's looking tubby. That new patch of grass and the bit of rain we had the other day just means that her stomach is blooming. And we need to keep making sure that she's working so that she doesn't get any fatter. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to say as well that the 2 birds that I found weren't rooks or crows, they were jackdaws. Found that out now thanks to Google. So yeah, I've named them Ronnie and Reggie after the Cray twins. So they're still alive, so I'm assuming Mum must be feeding them in the daytime. So they're in a box under the tree that they came out of. And I'm guessing she's feeding them in the day. Otherwise, they've managed quite a long time. I had been doing a little bit of hand feeding, but it wasn't going very well. So yeah, so in the daytime they're there. So I'll go and get them in a bit later and see how they're doing. But so far, so good. So even though they're incredibly ugly and jackdaws are quite annoying birds, I'm still happy that Ronnie and Reggie are still going. We've made it out. And I stupidly forgot to put her fly veil on. She's really struggling with her forelock and mane touching her ears again, honestly. Where is my brain? It's been quite a challenging ride. She's not done badly, but she's been struggling a little bit. I mean, the busyness of the road right from the off didn't help. And I think it kind of worries her and then she becomes a bit stressier. And also there was like work signs on our road quite early on which aren't normally there, so of course she made a fuss about that. I don't think it's the actual signs, I think it's just something new being there that wasn't there last time. And we did end up past a couple and then she ended up planting in the middle of the road and the car was trying to get past us, which is why I don't like going out when it's busy. And she just kept going backwards. In the end I managed to get to go backwards past the sign, which was novel and worked. Kept going, that was all good. And then she's just been a little bit tricky down this road. We met somebody and stopped to have a quick chat. And then she kind of went, oh, shall I go home with them now? I was like, no. And she went, yeah. So, you know, she's having a moment. There's also cows down here. She didn't see them on the way. I managed to get her to bend the other way. So we've got to try and make sure she doesn't see them because we definitely don't need that drama today. She's a bit too on edge for that. But she's trying. Sometimes she just gets overwhelmed and then she struggles. And thinking horse flies that keep biting her and upsetting her too. Anyway, my eyes are watering. I look like I'm crying. I'm not crying. She's doing well. And it's windy. Never helps when it's windy, does it? Anyway, we shall continue. I'm really pleased we came down this dead end bit just to give her a bit of a lull from the traffic so that she could kind of just get her head back and chill. So yeah, wish me luck. Let's hope she doesn't see the cows. I've just come back from my ride with Sienna and I thought, oh, I'll go and get the box in and check on Ronnie and Reggie. And Ronnie's gone and I can't find him anywhere. Reggie's not looking particularly happy, and I actually think Reggie has been beaten up a bit again. So yeah, I don't know. There's no sign of Ronnie anywhere. So I'm just gonna have to hope that maybe he finally got his wings and he could fly or something, but it seems a bit odd. So poor little Reggie here is looking a bit sad. I'm gonna try and hand feed him a little bit once I've sorted Sienna out. Poor Reggie. Excuse the flat hat hair look. It's so muggy as well today. It was good. We got back in one piece, didn't we, love? Like I say, I think she got quite overwhelmed on that ride. It was full on. There was a lot of traffic, a lot of motorbikes. Just, it's a lot. Your little brain went into overload, didn't it? But credit to her, actually. Even though she did have quite a few sticky moments and a few, you know, planting in the middle of the road and a couple of turnarounds and kind of went, I'm not going. She did go, and she never lost her head about it. Like, she had a few diva drops, but she never lost her head about it. So compared to previous years where you'd like, she'd just boil over and that would be it. She'd just be explosive. She is trying to deal with it. You just, sometimes you're a bit opinionated about whether you think you should go somewhere or not, aren't you? But you did well. You did well. And there was so much traffic. It's just so many people going so fast, but she did good. Morning, guys. I've taken my phone case off so that I can put my phone on the Insta360 flow thing, but it feels a bit dangerous not having a case on my phone. Sienna is absolutely covered in pee stains. I mean, she must have just literally sat in a puddle of it last night. She's disgusting. Like it every day. She's revolting. It's Saturday. I'm meant to be doing someone's yard, and I messaged him last night just to go, just checking everything's all right, and I'm still doing the horses tomorrow. Nothing. Not had a reply or anything. And these people have done it to me before, where they will book something in like a month before, and then I'll message, you know, the day before going, just checking all's good for tomorrow, and they'll go, oh, actually, we don't need you. So I'm a bit like, but it'd been nice to have heard from them. Thankfully, it's not too far away, so it's not the end of the world if I, you know, when I go down there and they're there. But it would have been quite nice to have known. I would have also had more of a lay-in if I had known. So yeah, don't currently know if I have got lots of work on for the next few days or whether things have changed, who knows. Sadly, Reggie the bird died last night, which I thought would probably happen. He was looking a lot weaker. Still didn't find Ronnie, so I don't know where he's gone. Let's hope he's just flying now. My plan is, I don't know which is better, to ride a little bit in the arena and then try and take her out on the field, because I want to see if I can feel the same difference I saw when I lunched the other day on both. But I don't do much riding in the field with her, so I kind of need to slightly warm her up in the arena first, just check how she's feeling. And I did get my brother to rate the arena for me, so it's as good as it's going to be, which is not very good. Anyway, I need to crack on because, as usual, probably could have done with getting up half an hour earlier. Sienna really has been uber chilled in the arena. I mean, I always love how she walks anyway, because she's always relaxed in the walk and she has her head and neck nice and stretched out in front of her. I kept it really brief, the schooling session, because I knew I was going to be going out in the field, so we just did some polls. Checked me out, getting so much braver about doing pole work, and I can see a little bit of unlevelness behind, but it wasn't too bad. And generally speaking, on the left rein, I don't think she's as bad anyway. On the right rein, you can see a little bit behind now. It's just not quite as good, but it wasn't too bad. Tongue rolling, yes, but overall, she was doing the poles beautifully. Here's the question. Can I carry my tripod, new Insta360 Flow, my phone, off of Sienna into the field? It's a lot of money all sat there. Will she let me do it? She is the sort to let me do things like that, but I just don't know, because if I get down, I have to start all again. And I don't really want to do that. So let me go and open the gate first. 10 out of 10 on her gate skills. She's really good at opening a gate. Can't quite reach. You need to get a bit closer. Let's hope I don't touch her with it. Good girl. Try and keep it low so she doesn't freak out. She's definitely looking at me like, what the hell? I don't know why you need to stare down the field. You know what your field looks like. You've been in it long enough. I've got a little stuck. I don't know if it's because of the okay, maybe you guys are just gonna have to go there. I don't think she's gonna move anymore. Go on. I don't think I've ever tried schooling Sienna on the field before. I've ridden in it once or twice back in the early days when she'd just been broken in, and we had quite a lot of rearing out there. Not the best of times, but she was really well behaved today. A little bit distracted. There's a lot to look at when you're out in the field, so her head carriage was a bit all over the place, but I really don't care what her head's doing at the moment. I'm very much just fixed on how she's feeling underneath me and her movement. I thought she looked marginally more active on the field, but her balance was the biggest issue because the field's so bumpy. She was just struggling with her balance. She was slipping a little bit, and she's just not used to kind of going up and down all the time and having to kind of re-steady herself. So there are reasons why she should do more of this. It's just I'm not sure my field is the right place to do more of this, but it would help her a lot, I think. So yeah, it was an interesting exercise to do. I just need to find somewhere flat to do it. I'm currently editing the video and realised that I didn't sort of finish it, so I'll finish it now. I hope you enjoyed that. I think it's quite a long one today. I will leave you with just me and Sienna trotting around the field. I will continue to work out what is the best for her and how to get her stronger and improve her without damaging her anymore. It's a minefield.